So these tend to be the various types of services that, that community relations and development councils provide in their attempt to improve, advance community relations and enhance the quality of community life. Now, these services can be provided in what we refer to as a highly integrated model, and it's often represented as a pyramid, and at the base of the pyramid you have community assessment, and that drives everything, or most things. So you assess the state of the key contributors to the quality of community life, the state of the healthcare system, education, infrastructure, law enforcement, so on and so forth, and you identify where there are things that require community engagement and dialogue, so on and so forth, and then typically engage in an issues management process, and where there are community relations issues that need to be dealt with, engage in group relations management, and then the additional component is events that support things that have been identified in the community assessment that influence the quality of community life, or events independent of that that help to strengthen some contributor to the quality of community life, and information management. Now, most of the community relations and development systems are based on what I refer to as an accordion style service delivery model. And what the accordion style basically means is that for those community relations and development councils that may come from a smaller county, they may not have the kinds of resources that a council would have coming from a major city, that they can expand and contract their provision of services in accordance with the resources and the time and the personnel that they have available. So for example, you might find a community relations council in a small county that mostly does non-assessment based events. And they might do 2 events a year. They might do an Earth Day event and a social harmony event twice a year. And you can go from there all the way through to very sophisticated community relations and development councils with a number of subcommittees that essentially attempt to provide the full set of services in an integrated manner. Okay? And typically in that case, those are community relations and development councils that are committed to doing community assessments and trying to base much of what they do on the results, or much of what they subsequently do in terms of the community dialogue they choose to try and generate, and the issues management process they choose to engage in, and the group relations management work that they choose to do, that is very much driven by the results of the community assessment.